What if I told you that in 2026, the Tour de France Femmes will feature a summit finish on Mont Ventoux for the first time? That's right, the Queen stage is here, and it's going to change everything. But let's step back for a second. This isn't just another race. It's the women's version of the Tour de France, a competition that's rapidly becoming the crown jewel of women's cycling. And this year, it's shaping up to be the most unpredictable yet. Why? Because the stakes are higher than ever, and the players are sharper than we've seen in years. Let me break it down for you. First, let's talk about the route. The organizers have thrown everything at this race: time trials, mountain stages, and a finale in Nice that's practically a war zone. But what really stands out is the inclusion of Mont Ventoux. This isn't just a climb, it's a psychological weapon. Climbing that beast in the heat of August? It's a test of endurance, strategy, and sheer willpower. And here's the kicker: this is the first time in the race's history that the peloton will tackle it. Imagine the chaos when 150 riders hit that 8% gradient. It's going to be brutal. But here's what makes this really interesting. Mont Ventoux isn't just about climbing. It's about who can survive the mental toll of it. Personally, I think this stage will expose the true GC contenders. Vollering, Wiebes, Ferrin-Prevet, they're all in the mix, but the real drama will be in the final kilometers, where one wrong move could cost you the yellow jersey. Now, let's talk about the sprinters. Lorena Wiebes is the name everyone's whispering about. She's not a climber, but she's a sprinter who can defend herself in the mountains. That's a rare combination. But here's the thing: Wiebes isn't just chasing stage wins. She's a wild card in the overall classification. If the race comes down to a sprint in Nice, she could derail Vollering's bid for yellow. And that's where the real fireworks will happen. What many people don't realize is that the final stage in Nice isn't just a sprint, it's a battlefield. The Côte de la Geneste might be a 4.2% climb, but the 13% ramp after it, that's where the GC riders will decide their fates. Positioning matters more than pure power here. If you're not in the right group, you're out. And that's why I'm predicting a small group sprint, with Kim Lecourt or Vollering taking the win. But let's not forget the punchers, riders like Elisa Longo Borghini or Paola Blasi. They thrive in these explosive finishes. This stage is a perfect storm of chaos, and I guarantee you, someone will come out of nowhere to steal the show. But what about the overall classification? Demi Vollering is the obvious favorite. She's been second twice, and this time, she's got the hunger. But here's the catch: Vollering isn't a climber. Her strength is in the time trials and the hilly stages, not the high mountains. That's where Wiebes comes in. The 2024 champion is a pure climber, and with the inclusion of Mont Ventoux, she's got the perfect stage to strike. But wait, Pauline Ferrin-Prevet is also in the mix. She's the defending champion, and she's got the legs to dominate the mountains. If she can stay fresh, she might just take the yellow jersey. But here's the deeper question: is this race finally becoming a true test of all-around ability, or is it still dominated by specialists? I think the answer lies in the time trials. Marlen Reusser is a time trial specialist, and if she can win that stage, she'll have a shot at the overall. But Vollering? She's the sprinter who can't afford to lose time. This is a game of chess, and every move matters. Let's not forget the underdogs. Riders like Kim Lecourt or Puck Pieterse are often overlooked, but they've got the talent to upset the favorites. And what about the teams? SD Works, UAE Team, Lidl-Trek, they're all in the fight. The dynamics between them will shape the race. For example, if Wiebes is leading for SD Works, they might prioritize her stage wins over Vollering's GC ambitions. It's a delicate balance, and that's where the real intrigue lies. If you take a step back and think about it, this race isn't just about who's the strongest, it's about who's the smartest. Who can read the race, adapt to the terrain, and outmaneuver their rivals. That's the real challenge. So, who do you think will win the 2026 Tour de France Femmes? Will Vollering finally claim that yellow jersey, or will Wiebes prove she's the true queen of the mountains? And what about Wiebes? Will she steal a stage win in Nice or be left in the dust? Drop your thoughts below, and let's ride into the future of women's cycling together.